as well as helping with general stability in your building structure, call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Welcome to Today with Cachet. It's Thursday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and boy, do I have someone in the studio this morning. The wonderful and amazing Matt Hansen, Mr. Professional Triathlete yourself, 2015, 2017, and 2018 Ironman Texas winner, correct?
Correct.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're doing great.
And we got another year right now, right? We got a Saturday. We're about to bring it in. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know what? I have to say, you're pretty amazing in what you do. I'm assuming you just fell out of bed one day and became an Ironman. Is that how it happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, is that how it works? Okay, well, it didn't work that way for me.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because it's so funny. We were talking earlier about how we met. I always start off that way. And, you know, it's funny. I can't say we met because I'm an Ironman and I'm a professional triathlete. But what we can say is what's so amazing about the Woodlands, I was trying to see if I could dabble into the whirl, if you will. And I did a couple of sprints. And you were swimming at the same pool in the professional lane with Tim at Magnolia Swim. And I remember seeing you in the water thinking, oh, wow, is that possible? And obviously it's not for me. So, but anyway, so tell us a little bit about, I have to get back into your childhood a little bit, whether it was Wheaties, whether it was, I don't know, something crazy I don't even know about, but tell us how it all began and a little bit about your childhood.
Yeah, at least from an athletic standpoint, my childhood was focused around wanting to be like my dad.
Okay.
He was always the guy I looked up to. My dad wrestled in college, so I was going to be a wrestler from the time I was born. But my dad was also running some competitive like 10Ks and 5Ks, and so he would come home from work, and from an early age I would go out and he would take me on his warm-up with him and then drop me off at home and then go and do the rest of his run. And by the time we were in middle school, I would go do the whole run with him, and by 7th grade I would drop my dad off after my warm-up and
I was going to say something was changing. They knew something was changing, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, I didn't run competitively really in college. I after wrestling career got over, I tried to run a little bit, but I was kind of a book nerd and took my studies pretty seriously, so never really focused on it. Okay. But when I was 16, I made a list of 50 goals for the next 10 years.
Wow.
I had a wrestling coach mentor that challenged me to do that, and one of those goals, for whatever reason, was to do an Ironman triathlon.
What is it?
I'd never seen a triathlon before.
So
I didn't know anybody.
Then what made you think of it? You read it somewhere?
I think I remember seeing one of the Kona NBC 90-minute specials on TV when I was a little kid, and so honestly, coming up with 50 goals, a list of 50 things that you want to do as a kid is really
16?
tough. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so I was running out of things to keep on the list.
And you probably were nailing them all. Boom, 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 boom.
It was number like 48 on the list.
Wow.
But I kept that list pretty close to me. It was always in my wallet. I took it out every year on my birthday and would look at it. And when I was 25, I was working on my master's up at Southwest Minnesota State, and decided that was one more goal that on the list that I could go after. So I bought a $500 used bike off of eBay and ate nothing but ramen noodles for the next 3 months so I could afford the bike, and tried to learn how to swim and started riding. And I planned on just doing one Ironman and being done, but I ended up qualifying for the World Championships at Coeur d'Alene somehow.
Wow. And you say that, I read something that said that Coeur d'Alene was one of your favorites.
Yeah, it is. It's a special place for me because that's where it all started. That's really where my first real triathlon was. It's a beautiful area.
I've been there, yeah.
Returned to race there 4 times, so that's the second most popular place that I've raced. I've won the half Ironman there 2 years in a row now, so I'll be going back there again in June.
So it sounds like it's really simple for you, Matt. You just say, if I want to do something, I just master it. Is that something within you that you just go after, or is it both work ethic, or does it just come effortless for you?
Oh, it's definitely not effortless. I can tell you that. I grew up on the farm. I worked with my dad. He had a remodeling company. I worked with him a little bit. I worked for my uncle. Worked at his truck shop, cleaning the bottom of trucks before oil changes and things like changing tires. And so from a young age, I learned a couple things. One was how to work hard. And 2 was an education is important. And
you've nailed both.
I took those to heart, and my dad taught me how to set goals early on, and I've had a few good mentors in life. And I've just been able to find new mentors as new paths in life start. Tim here in the Woodlands has been awesome to me. He was my coach, my swim coach for a long time. Now he's just a mentor and a friend. And every time I come into town, I get to jump in the pool with him. I did his Buttercup Sharky temperature reading this morning.
I would sit there and just watch down there and look and peek and be like, oh my God. I mean, I think I would, of course, I am no one to measure, but I would be like, just because swimming was never my thing. You probably saw that, but with my flippers on. But I would sit there and think, how do you do that? Boom, 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 boom. And you're just like, so to the point where we'll take a commercial, we'll get more into the questions, but real quick. So to be an Ironman, you obviously have to be good at all 3 of the sports, but I hear running is probably one of the most important ones of the 3, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they say, bike for show, run for dough, right?
Okay.
In the professional world, a lot of people look great on the bike, but, you got to bring it home strong. And thankfully, I've been able to put together a few runs, especially here in Texas, that have brought me to the front of the race.
Awesome. Well, let's take a quick commercial. When we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about how you got there, okay? Okay, we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
It's time to be super again. It's beach season. Killer abs.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Texas Crawfish and Music Festival. Come and enjoy the best crawfish in town. Music party for the entire family, April 27th and 28th. Save the date. Performing live, country music artist Junior Gordon. Special guest Curtis Grimes. and more artists. Doors open at noon both days at Preservation Park in Old Town Spring. Children under 5, free with an adult, $12 tickets priced at the gate. Purchase your tickets online at TexasCrawfishFestival.com. Sponsored by Planet Ford, Comfort Suites, Harris County Emergency Medical Services, Global Live, and KNLY 91.1 FM The Boss. We will see you there.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Thursday. We're in the Woodlands, Texas, and I have Matt Hansen, Mr. Professional Triathlete himself, in the studio this morning. So we're happy, yes. So Saturday's my birthday, I was saying.
Awesome.
So you're going to win it for my birthday.
Hey, let's make it happen.
And I'm going to be standing there cheering you on, going, yay! So tell me, okay, or tell us out there, what is your training routine like? I mean, come on.
Yeah, the
What's it like?
training routine kind of varies from week to week, but as we get deeper and deeper, closer into the race build, then it gets pretty. It's my 8 to 5.
Yeah, you probably.
Whatever.
I was going to say. I mean, what you get up at what time? What's it like? What do you do? Yeah.
Every morning I'm typically in the pool at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
In the morning. So I wake up at usually about 5. I have a cup of coffee, sit in the Normatec recovery boots for a little bit, wake my body up, and then get in the pool. Go for a swim for about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Come back, have a little bit of breakfast, answer some emails, try to do a social media thing or two, and then usually get a bike in anywhere from an hour to 5 hours, depending on the day.
Okay.
And then,
big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, and then get out, take the dog for a walk, and then come back and get my run in.
Yeah. And so I don't know what your thoughts are on eating, but is there any specific, like myself, I don't eat like the meats like porks, and I'm big into seafoods and vegetables. Is there a certain routine of eating that works for you?
Yeah, seafood, eat it.
Yay! We're the same. I love that. Yes, I try to. Okay, keep going. Yeah.
So yeah, anything I see, I eat.
Oh, you're so okay.
So when you're training as much as we are, I mean, we're 5,000-6,000 calories a day, and so it's.
Oh, you're going to eat whatever you.
Yeah,
eat. So
really.
McDonald's, bring it.
I haven't had fast food in quite a long time, but I mean, if I really craved it, I guess maybe I would. It's been a couple of years probably, but
so that's not the secret either. Just eat a certain way.
You're constantly eating. I grew up on a beef farm, and so I still get all my meat from back home on the farm. So a couple times a year we go up and bring home a quarter of beef.
Wow.
And then I have a garden in the summer that I enjoy.
Okay.
So we can some of our vegetables that get us through about half the winter, and obviously have fresh vegetables. A couple fruit trees on our property, so I get a lot of the stuff straight from either my family or my backyard, which is awesome. But I mean, I'm not adverse to having a cola or whatever.
Right. So it's not because I always would think there's like a certain eating habits.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. You know, everybody talks about like eating clean and avoiding anything processed.
Honestly, that's not working, Cash. Don't eat it.
I think that's great, but it's really hard to get enough calories to. I really struggled. I tried to do cut out cola when I was doing a couple builds every now and then, and I just couldn't keep weight on. And if I'm losing weight you don't want to be too light going into an Ironman race because you're going to lose 10 pounds during the race probably. And so just some sustainability.
Consuming what, like 5, 6, 10,000 calories a day?
Not 10 usually.
Okay.
But 5 to 6 on a pretty regular basis.
Okay.
depends on the training for the day, but yeah, it's. I don't like to eat a lot before my training's over, so usually from about 4 p.m. until 10, I'm eating constantly.
Okay,
which,
okay.
yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, that's a positive to it. So what are some of the biggest challenges? I mean, we talk about, obviously, I can see, I'm seeing it firsthand, the mental and the physical. You're so focused. And so I don't even have to ask that question. But as far as challenges that you face when you're out there training, is it just, hey, there are certain days you get where I don't know why I'm doing this, or do you always just this is the best thing I'm doing and I'm so excited when you're out there?
Yeah, I mean, this is my job, and it went from when it was my hobby, it was my form of stress relief, to now it's my stressor, unfortunately. But
exactly.
I was a college professor before coming here full time, and so I love teaching. I didn't love the grading or the politics of higher education so much, but it's a good reminder of why I need to keep working hard and keep winning, because I want to keep on racing, and so that helps definitely stay motivated from day to day. I think the biggest challenge would be, I live in Iowa, in Storm Lake, and so it's not really a hotbed of triathlon, and I'm really the only one that's doing it at a fairly high level, and so I train 100% alone when I'm home, and my human contact on a daily basis is the aqua aerobics ladies, the guys at the pool that are the retired professors that come and swim every morning, and then of course my wife, and then my 2 dogs, and so
it's
a lot
the
of
same routine is what you're saying. You don't have that kind of breaking up.
When I'm tired, it's really hard to push myself in the pool sometimes, or it's hard to just sometimes when you have other people, especially on easy long days, it just helps break the time up, and so that's kind of one of the biggest challenges. But obviously it's good to be able to do my own training and not have to worry about what anybody else is doing either at times.
So what would you say to someone out there who wants to get into it and thinks that I can either, is it worth it? Should I do this? Difficulties. What would you say to someone out there who's thinking about trying to do something like this?
Yeah, the biggest thing that you need to do is know why you want to be there, because that's what's going to keep fueling you when things get tough during training, because everybody gets tired and hangry. Yes. I don't get crabby, I get hangry. I'm just hungry. So everybody goes through those, or they go through some dark times during the race where it's hard just to get to the next half mile or whatever. And if you know why you're there, that's kind of what I draw on to keep me going. To
keep you going. Yeah. So I did do some research on you.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I found a lot of things. So some fun facts about you. So I know that your favorite post-race is pepperoni pizza.
I do enjoy pizza.
Okay.
I plan on hitting up Grimaldi's after the race. My homestay family got me a gift card there. They did their research as well. Oh no.
They beat me to the punch. Wait, hold on. So your favorite, and then you love tacos.
I do.
Tacos. So you're in the perfect place for that. But I wanted to give you, and your favorite color is green.
It is.
So I got you a gift card. It has green on it.
All right.
And it's got enough on here for I would assume, all the amount of pizza you want and tacos you want. And I got you a bottle of champagne you have to pop this one when you make it through and break that ribbon.
Sounds good.
So there you go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
That over there. But no, so funny. I was doing all these fun facts about you and some of the things that you like to do. But so tell us something we'd be surprised to know about you that would be interesting or crazy fact about you, story.
So I ran my first 1 mile race when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
1 mile, 3 years old. Explain that.
My dad.
No, not you. You don't have to explain it. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, my dad was doing a 10K, and
like
I said, I always wanted to be like my dad, so I signed up. I was the only one in my age group, so I won.
You were the only one in your
age? Yeah, the only one in the under 5.
Okay.
They made the age group up just for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I have the picture. My dad and then a guy from the church that we grew up in that was a big runner who I just admired at the time, and been an important picture for me ever since high school.
Yeah. So what do you see yourself in, and I mean, I'm not interviewing you for the job or anything, but what do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Is it doing Ironmans? Is it, winning Kona every year? I mean, where do you see yourself doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got a lot of good years of racing left. I'm 33 right now, and, I think most people peak in this this distance, at least in the full distance, around 38.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
I think my best years are yet to come.
They are coming.
So yeah, I mean, I left my job as a college professor 6 months away from tenure because I wanted to be able to look back and know if I could be a world champion or not.
I was going to ask that. I'm sure that was a difficult decision.
It
But
was.
It was a decision you knew what you wanted to do.
It was. What the ultimate decision came right after Ironman Texas in 2015.
Okay.
So I won Ironman Texas in 2015,
Okay.
and you're up at 4 a.m, you do the race, and then if you win, you stay and give the finisher medals for the last hour. And so I was here until 1 a.m. I was
Yeah.
in the pool with Tim at 7 a.m. the next morning, so I really didn't sleep at all. And
So
then,
for all you people out there complaining and going, I just made it through, my legs are cramping, I can't walk. Did you hear that?
So yeah, then I had to give the awards speech.
Oh, my God.
And then I drove 17 and a half hours to get home. I went straight to the university, showered and changed at the university, and taught 8, 9, 10, and 11 o'clock classes after really sleeping 0 hours for 2 days. And
Wow.
you know, the drive home was a lot of thinking time and talking with my wife, who was awesome and supported me. But really what came down to it was a couple days later, I was meeting with a student who I was their advisor, and I was setting him up with an internship. And like, we need to set this internship up so you can build your resume
Yeah.
to chase after what it is you want most in life.
Wow.
And I sat back and like, I'm being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I love teaching, but I wanted to be a world champion most in life. And so
And then you can get their championship and still go back.
Yeah, the
and
university
be a teacher.
will be there.
I'm sure the
Yeah.
schools will still be around.
I mean, they
Yeah.
can't take education away from you. That's always there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this is a sport. I was teaching in exercise science, and so I've got 8 years of learning to do what I'm practicing now, and so I don't think that's going to hurt if I
Sure.
go back, want to go back to the university. But right now I've developed a coaching business, which is going well. So if I keep winning,
Why
I think
don't
I'll
you
be
run
able
for
to.
president? We can use you as a president. I mean, that brain that you have, I mean, totally do this Ironman, get to those champions, get a couple of more, 3 more, 100 more. But your brain, you've got to, there's too much more for you to be doing. Oh,
Yeah,
my
we'll
gosh.
see. We'll see.
Let's take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Awesome.
Okay.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
It's time to be super again. It's beach season. Killer abs.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Texas Crawfish and Music Festival. Come and enjoy the best crawfish in town. Music party for the entire family, April 27th and 28th. Save the date. Performing live, country music artist Junior Gordon. Special guest Curtis Grimes. And more artists. Doors open at noon both days at Preservation Park in Old Town Spring. Children under 5, free with an adult, $12 tickets priced at the gate. Purchase your tickets online at TexasCrawfishFestival.com. Sponsored by Planet Ford, Comfort Suites, Harris County Emergency Medical Services, Global Live, and KNLY 91.1 FM The Boss. We will see you there.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Thursday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and I have Matt Hansen, professional triathlete himself, in the studio. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's been
So
great.
I know we're getting the party started early. Okay,
bet.
if you're gonna come in here,
I
Matt,
already have champagne.
I'm ready. I mean, but I am gonna restrict you from drinking it until afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, like I have to. But anyway, there's one more thing I read that really touched me because it's something that's dear to me. You had a quote that said, "While you do what you do and able to do what you do, God has given me a strong set of lungs and a pair of legs that can take a beating. It is my responsibility to use them to glorify Him in any way possible."
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm here.
that is very dear to me because I always, I'm a strong believer myself in that. And for all that I do, it's because of Him. And so I wanted to touch that and say that He'll be with you, obviously, this
always is.
Saturday.
Win or lose.
And I'm sure He'll carry you again. But that's a beautiful thing. I'm sure that has carried you throughout your life.
It has. It's been, I grew up in an amazing church back home. I haven't been there for a couple years. Just my family moved away, and so, but they still
They're still praying
are
for you.
reaching
Still
out for me.
calling you and checking
they're the
on you.
first ones that hit the
I'm
like button every time I post something. We had a small little church there, but they're still my family. So yeah, it's been something that's been a part of me since I can remember. My parents brought me to church, but early on, and yeah.
So that also speaks to your strength and your determination and what it carries you. That you have that in you, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned you have to know why you're doing it, and,
Yeah.
and for me, that's it. I think everybody is given talents, and we have a responsibility to use whatever that is for the best of our abilities, and for whatever reason, God gave me the ability to do this crazy sport, and so
Here
that's
you
what
are.
I'm doing.
Here you are. So one more question I have before we're wrapping up. What's it like when you know you're coming in and you're about to be the first person? Because I'm not going to experience it. So can I live vicariously through
Sure.
you and tell me what that feels like? When you see it and everybody's there and the cameras, the lights, everybody's screaming your name. What is that like? Or you're like, I don't even pay attention to them, Cash. I don't even know what's happening.
That's an amazing feeling. I've been fortunate enough to have my wife at the finish line for every race,
Beautiful.
and the best feeling in the world that I've ever had was last year after the battle that I had. I don't know if any of you
There's
watched the
one
race,
pictures,
but that's the race from last year. But I was running neck and neck with another guy for 25 and a half miles, and I finally, right before the last half mile, I got a little bit of a gap on him, and so it was just an emotionally draining day, and to
Yeah.
get to the finish line and see that that tape, and then my wife crying right behind
Oh,
there,
gosh.
and literally I was exhausted. I mean, I ran the fastest marathon that's ever been ran off the bike on that day.
Wow.
And then my wife,
Wow.
just having my wife literally tackle me,
Wow.
literally, as soon as I crossed the finish line. Like, if everybody can have that feeling once in their life, they're a lucky person. And she's been there to support me.
I'm
So
sure.
the winning is awesome, but there's a lot of sacrifices that are made with me traveling so much and
Yes.
to train and to race, and it makes it all worthwhile when you get that hug at the finish line. Is the most addicting feeling in the world.
No, well, I'm so glad that you came in and sat with me this morning because
Yeah,
I got
thanks for asking to come.
Well, I got to get to learn a little bit more about the individual and understand why. I'm so thankful. And yes, you are going to do what you're supposed to do on Saturday, and it's going to be a wonderful day for you.
Absolutely.
So I'll be out there cheering you. Thank you again.
I
Good luck to
appreciate it.
you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your food.
Yes,
Don't
will
eat too
do.
much. Look, I can say to you, eat whatever you want. And real quick, tomorrow, Today with Cachet will be live for the first time at Tea on the Lawn. So please join us tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.